Welcome back to Alliance War. It is season 46. SSX is starting off against GT40. 4Loki's taking the season off, as I mentioned before, but we're here with Mommy, and we are on path 3A, and first up we have this Venom that we see all the time here. Obviously, this Venom is going to be a pain in the butt the entire fight because he started off with an armor-up buff, which means I get my little, special shielding going on here. I got to wait for that to run out. Now I can throw my special 2. I'll hit block a few times. Then I'll go ahead and rip a big SB. So that's the plan. Build up power. Wait for the shielding to come off. Throw the special 2. Win the fight. So yeah, not much else to say here. I had 5 fights this war in SSX. No global defenders, and I think that that's going to be really important because unlike, pretty much everybody else, I am not going to get blasted this war. No deaths for Clown in War 1, unlike I feel like every single one of my friends, and I think that's purely because I don't face any global defenders. Next up, we have a Wong. It's unawakened. I've got my newly ascended Red Hulk here. I had an ascension in my pocket, and I said, why not go ahead and show the big boy a little bit of love? So, Wong, not particularly difficult to fight. Bait special ones, punish accordingly. Obviously, if he gets above 90 of those whatever charges they're called, it's different for every character, you want to knock him down. I think I'm going to be able to do that here after he throws a special 1. Well executed. Good job by me. And the other thing you want to do is obviously try to end the fight with Wong under a bar of power if you can. I am going to go ahead and fail in that regard here. I push him above a bar of power, and then I throw the special 3. This will kill him. What I should have done is baited out a special 1 and then throw the special 3. So that's an error on my part. It doesn't cost me, but it is an error. Now we're going to be path 3B. First up, we have this fucking Cap Sam. He is, for my money, one of the most annoying defenders in all of MCOC right now. Ranking him up is a solid investment. This fight is 4 minutes long, as I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need to do. I dueled this fight before taking it, and the difference between my duel and the actual fight is all of the glancing that I'm dealing with here. I'm just having a really hard time getting judgments and thereby getting rid of his armors. To get in a little bit of damage. So I stopped trying to throw special 2s to trigger it, and I'm just going to go ahead and go right all the way up to a special 3 and see if the special 3 will go ahead and give me the 5 judgments I need just to get rid of some of these armors on Cap Sam. It does. And so now I can get in a little bit of damage. Of course, I got to get smacked in the face a little bit. I had popped an invul, so not too much damage. But again, I've got another minute and a half in this fight before it's over. It's just brutal. I've done this fight in 4Loki with Corvus, and that felt very much like a high wire act, trying to make sure that you kill Cap Sam before your charges run out and thereby bleed to death. CGR doesn't have to worry about bleeding to death, but it's much harder to get rid of the armors with him. So very, very, very long fight. If I have to do this 12 times this season, I just may not show the fights. I'll just cut it and just show the beginning and the end, because what do you really say about this? I hate it. All right, next fight up is Phantom Man. This is the other common 3B placement. We're going to use Hulkling here. Oh, man. Start the fight, wade out the armor, gain the pierce, and the fight's over. All right, so this was another solo. I mean, fortunately, this is a fight that I've done a ton and have figured out the rhythm of it, so it's not going to be particularly difficult for me. It's just about getting that pierce, making sure that you always have one of those up. So like I ran out there, made sure that before I attacked into Phantom Man again, I hit his block a few times just to get more pierces. That prevents the armors from developing, so that way you can do real damage. All right, last fight in SSX this war. Here we have a Kindred on the stun immune, hazard shift, poison incinerate. It's an ascended rank 5 Kindred, so I went. This is, the reason why I ascended my Red Hulk. I just want to make sure I have the biggest health pool I possibly can if I'm going to be fighting a Kindred, and that's because I know at the end of the fight I'm going to be taking some damage. Right? During the course of the fight, I'm not going to take too much. I've sort of, the amount of times that I fought Kindred on this node in Alliance War, I've sort of figured out the play style or the strategy, whatever terminology or description you want to use is fine. But as you can see, doing quite well on my health bar. He's not doing great on his. And so we're just going to go ahead and get him down using the striker. I get the root, and now here comes the degen. So I went into that with over 80% health, and I'm just like loving watching the degen tick me down. I throw the special to get out of the root. He's got a couple percentage points left. We'll just hit into block and kill him, and that'll be the end of it. I end up with a low health bar, but I was never really felt like I was in any danger in that fight at all. I know I said that 4 Loki's not pushing. I did a bunch of fights in 4 Loki, and I made this sort of smash cut of me fighting this Domino on Path 2B EMP mod. Overall, I did like 8 fights in 4 Loki. A number of them were global. I fought a Immortal Abomination with Ultron, got the solo. Fought an Emma Star mini boss with Ultron, got the solo. Soloed a Photon with Miguel. That's another global. I did the Onslaught boss that SGA gave us with Miguel. Only had to use 1 revive, which I consider to be sort of a win. But then there was this monstrosity here against Domino that I thought you might enjoy. Who doesn't love seeing Clown get blasted in the face? Anyway, let the bloodbath season begin. I love you all. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you in the next Life Jack.